Morning team. No, it's not morning. Evening team. Right, it's key session day. I want to do a key bike run today, but we face a few challenges. One of them being the weather. Ideally, I'd want to do the run outside, but yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? So it's got to be a bike treadmill session.
How do you do?
A bike treadmill session. Can we do a productive session? The other challenge I've got today is I've still got gym legs from Saturday. Okay, let's get stuck in.
How do you do?
The environment in here is looking a bit better than it is out there. Ignore the junk in the background. This is the baby. This is the Zwift ride setup. This is the treadmill. This is where it's all going to happen. Yeah, it's a bit cold in here. Toe covers are on, and I'm going to have to do a hard session just to stay warm, aren't I? Let's get going. And I must admit, I'm really up for this session this evening. Just because it's, I don't know, I like working out in the pain cave. It's all Baltic and white and frosty and snowy outside. I just feel like nailing a really good session. So I've got to be careful I don't go crazy, because although I want to nail it and do a good hard session, it's still got to be controlled. I don't want a flat out session, if you like. It's kind of visiting that threshold kind of session that you see that seems to be the most productive kind of session for Norwegians, doesn't it? Where you do these basically sweet spot, what I know is sweet spot on the bike. You do the sweet spot on the running as well. That's a simplistic way I look at it. So I'm going to warm up on the bike, and my thinking is today, can I do the same session on the bike and the treadmill? So it's the same intervals, it's the same sort of time and the same effort wise for bike and run, and then just flip-flop between the two, which can be technically difficult on Zwift because you've got to log in treadmill on Zwift and cycling on Zwift. I kind of figured how to do this before using my phone and the laptop to make sure that I don't lose one or the other workout being recorded. Good fun. Right, let's get warmed up and we'll see what we're going to do. So this is the session we're doing, the Just Do It short brick. You'll have seen this before if you've watched some of my other videos. Basically it's 3 minutes. You do the first minute as 50 seconds above FTP, 10-second rest, and then 40 seconds with 20-second rest, and then 30 seconds with 30 seconds rest. So that's 3 minutes all the way through. So the intent is to do that on the bike, then jump off and do it on the treadmill. Now there would be an option to go through twice for each one of those blocks. So do 2 lots on the bike, 2 lots on the treadmill, etc. We'll see what works best, because that 3 minute goes really quickly. So we could make it like 6-minute intervals between each one. Let's see which way we go. Right, I've decided I'm going to do 2 lots through of that workout. It will just save and minimise on flipping backwards and forwards and wasting a lot of time setting up each device. So I'm going to use the first 2 lots through, 6 minutes worth, pretty much as an extended warm-up, because I've only just taken one layer off. I'm still all wrapped up. So here's the session. First 2 lots through, 6 minutes. It will be a bit of a shock to the system, so we'll do that, and then we'll do the same as we go through to the treadmill. I don't need the warm-up, I've just done that. So about to flip it through now to the first block for 3 minutes. Here we go. This is going to hurt, I think. Here we go. Man, my fingers are cold. I need to put my gloves back on. So this first set through, and it's 260 watts for me now because my FTP increased recently. So this is above FTP. 50 seconds, just 10 seconds rest, then back on it for 40 seconds with an extended rest of 20 seconds. You get the gist. Sensations aren't too bad actually. Mind you, it's only the first set. 10 seconds rest, which is nothing. You can see how fast this whole block, this segment, reps, how fast they go. We're already into 40 seconds. Still quite cruisy. 20 seconds rest. I need to be mindful here. I don't want to be mashing myself, so further down as we get into the whole session, if I need to reduce the power, I will. All depends how it feels, what the sensations are. 30 seconds now. And then we'll be through the first 3 minute block. You can see why it'll be better to do this twice through before I flip and do the same on the treadmill. Or I'll forever be going in between treadmill and bike and wasting time. It's not so bad if you go running on the road, but when you've got to set the treadmill up and connect and all that jazz on the treadmill, it makes it too long in between. Okay, a bit of recovery now, and then we're back on it for the second lot, 3 minutes before we get on the treadmill. Last 30 seconds and we'll have completed twice through these reps for the full 6 minutes. Start to bite now. The freshness of the first rep is all an illusion, and this will certainly pre-exhaust for the treadmill, which is the idea. Right, 20 second spin and we set the treadmill up. Now you could say I should have done this unwrapping of the treadmill before I started, but I'm a bit anal about keeping a damp off all the electronics. I wrap them up cozy like all the time. So the idea now is I remain logged in on my laptop, connect onto Zwift on the treadie, and then reconnect back to the laptop when I finish on the treadmill. It's a bit dodgy, but I've not lost any data so far. Right, so I'm not bothering with any warm up on the run. I'm just going straight into the same format. Okay, second time through with this first run. We're still way off the pace I want. We'll work into it. Okay, that's 50 seconds. There's 40. Right, up the pace now. 4:28. 40 seconds. Right, last increment. 4:24 for 30 seconds. I've hit the pace I want to sustain before I come back next time. We do the twice through again. Definitely getting warmer now. Right, so I'm now going to actually save this and log out, so to speak. So make sure I log my run, so this is recovery. I'm going to be back in on the bike. Set number 2. Whew. Good, we'll log out of that. Back onto the bike. Right, we're back on the bike. Second set through. It wasn't too bad. There was a bit of faff, so maybe 2 minutes or so transition, and it'll get slicker. I'll do the next one, but we're already on the second bike, carrying on the workout, and we're connected. The good thing is we've not lost any data. 20 seconds, we're back on twice through on the bike. And next time I go on a run, I'm going to go smack straight back into around 4:30 for the 50 seconds, 4:28, 40 seconds, 4:24 for 30-second run bursts. Let's go. 50 seconds. You've got to get over the gear. If you don't let the cadence slip, you're doomed. Okay. I was faffing around with the camera. The things I do for you folks, those recoveries just, oh, they go far quicker than the actual effort times count. Yeah. Well, that one really starting to bite. Okay, completed that twice through circuit. Definitely hurt more than the first one, but sensations are good. Happy with it. Right, let's pause this, get on the treadmill. Right, we're off. Starting at 4:32. Okay, 50 seconds. Definitely feeling more fluid and fresh than I did on the last treadmill session. This pace felt quite hard. Considering I've done the bike, this feels quite good. I'm sure I'll come back to bike later on in the session. 40 seconds. Back on it. So just like the bike, I'm switching the recovery now at 20 seconds to just a jog. Just got 30 seconds to go for this first loop through. Here we go. Okay, last 30 seconds. Feels like I've got some run legs on me tonight, which is really nice. A long time since I've had that feeling. 30 seconds is at 4:17 pace, and it feels really smooth. Boom. We'll take a 30-second jog, and then we're back on the bike for the third time through. Not sure how many I'll do, how many sort of circuits. I'd like to get about 8k of running in, whatever that equates to. I've probably got at least 3 more of these 6-minute treadmill rounds to bag that 8k. Bike time. There we go. This will be my last time through the bike. 2 lots of 3 minutes. Great session. 2 sports, same workout. Okay, last 50 second, then 40, then 20, then I'm done on the bike. It is biting now. I've been riding for nearly 50 minutes in total, but I'm thinking it's been a bit bike heavy, and then when I get on the treadmill, I'll attempt to go through 3 times through rather than 2, just to balance it out a bit more and get some run focus in there. Right, see if we can make it through 3 times. Right, you join me as I'm about to start the last 3-minute block after the jog recovery of the second. Got a few spasms in the legs, which is to be expected, but here we go. It's quite a big session with a bike. I think I went 6 or 7k running, plus 50 minutes on the bike. Session done. Okay, it's too cold to spend any more time. Don't need to cool down, that's for sure. My fingers are biting, the rest of them is warm, but I'll freeze if I don't get wrapped up pretty quickly. So I'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining this session. And you can do 1 workout, 2 sports, or 2 sports and 1 workout. Same thing. Thanks for joining.